King Harald V of Norway holds a meeting with the King of Lesotho. Queen Mathilde of the Belgians visits the Outreach Service Center in Louvain. And Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako of Japan begin their historic state visit to the United Kingdom. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. In London, their Imperial Majesties, Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako of Japan, began their state visit to the United Kingdom at the invitation of His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom. The relationship between the Imperial House of Japan and the British royal family dates back to 1869, when His Royal Highness Prince Alfred, Duke of Edinburgh, as captain of the ship HMS Galatea, arrived in Yokohama, Japan. On September 4th, 1869, Prince Alfred, Duke of Edinburgh, was summoned to meet with Emperor Meiji at the Imperial Palace. During the meeting, gifts were exchanged, including a dagger designed by Emperor Meiji and a samurai armor dating back to 1537. In 1930, their Imperial Highnesses, Prince Takamatsu and Princess Kikuko of Japan, met with King George V and Queen Mary at Buckingham Palace while on their honeymoon in the United Kingdom. On October 5th, 1971, Emperor Hirohito and Empress Masako of Japan paid their first state visit to the United Kingdom. In 1974, Queen Elizabeth II and the Duke of Edinburgh visited Japan. From 1983 to 1985, a then Crown Prince Naruhito of Japan was a student at Merton College at Oxford University. In 1998, Emperor Akihito and Empress Michiko of Japan paid a state visit to the United Kingdom at the invitation of Queen Elizabeth II. On October 22, 2019, the Prince of Wales, attended the enthronement ceremony of Emperor Naruhito at the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. As I mentioned last week, Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako of Japan were scheduled to carry out a state visit to the United Kingdom in the spring of 2020. However, it was postponed due to the pandemic. So, here we are today, this morning. His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, on behalf of His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom, arrived at Claridge's Hotel in London to officially welcome the Emperor and Empress to the United Kingdom. After formal greetings and a photo session for the press, the Prince and the Emperor and Empress drove to Horse Guards Parade to attend an official welcoming ceremony. Upon their arrival, the Emperor and Empress were warmly welcomed by their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, the Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom, Mr. David Cameron, and the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom, Mr. James Cleverly. This was followed by the playing of the national anthems and the inspection of the Guard of Honor, formed by the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards with the Band of the Welsh Guards. Thereafter, their Majesties and their Imperial Majesties participated in a carriage procession from Horse Guards Parade along the Mall to Buckingham Palace, where they were, quote, met by 2nd Guard of Honor formed of the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards, end quote, according to Buckingham Palace. At noon, a private luncheon was held, hosted by the King. In the picture gallery, their Majesties and their Imperial Majesties exchanged gifts, as well as viewed an exhibition featuring items from the royal collection showcasing the history between the United Kingdom and Japan. Other members of the British royal family also attended the viewing of the exhibition, including His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, His Royal Highness the Duke of Kent, their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, and their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. In the mid-afternoon, their Imperial Majesties visited Westminster Abbey, where they placed a wreath at the tomb of the unknown warrior. Their Imperial Majesties were also given a private tour of Westminster Abbey by the Dean of Westminster. In the evening, King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom hosted a glittering and lavish gala state banquet in the ballroom at Buckingham Palace in honor of their Imperial Majesty's historic visit. Guests attending the gala banquet included His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, the Ambassador of Japan to the United Kingdom, members of their Imperial Majesty's Court, government representatives, and distinguished guests. Just on a side note, for those of you who were wondering why the Empress was wearing a mask during the carriage procession, well, the Imperial Household Agency confirmed that she has a, quote, horsehair allergy, end quote. In Tres Cantos, Her Majesty Queen Letizia Spain, as honorary president of the Fundación FAD Juventud, chaired the meeting of the Board of Trustees of the FAD Juventud, held at Netflix Studios. According to the Royal Court of Spain, the goal of FAD Juventud is to improve the well-being of young people as, quote, protagonists of the present and architects of the future. And to achieve this, it analyzes the universe of youth, monitors it, detects risks and opportunities, and anticipates trends. The FAD acts in Spain and Latin America through educational projects and training programs, awareness campaigns, information and guidance services, and influences youth directly or indirectly through their families, their school environment, and their community of public opinion and public policies, end quote. During the meeting, the FAD's strategic plan for 2025 through 2027 was presented, which reaffirms its commitment to improving the well-being and quality of life of youth. Last evening in Monacoville, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, attended the 14th anniversary celebrations of the establishment of the Foreign Residents Club of Monaco, held in the beautiful Jardin Saint-Martin. The Foreign Residents Club of Monaco is a members-only association that supports foreign residents of the Principality of Monaco. Quote, the club welcomes all residents wishing to participate in the social, economic, cultural, and sports activities in the Principality. The association offers a warm welcome, attentive listening, information, and an event program regularly updated and benefits exclusively for its members, end quote. In Louvain, Her Majesty Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, in her capacity as an advocate for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, visited the Outreach Service Center in the Psychiatric Center at the Catholic University of Louvain. According to the Royal Court of Belgium, the center provides home care to, quote, psychologically vulnerable seniors. This allows patients to be treated in an environment that is familiar to them, at home or in a nursing home, end quote. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg held an audience with the Prime Minister of the Republic of Moldova, Mr. Doran Risian, at the Palais Grand Ducal. In Den Haag, Their Majesties King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands hosted a luncheon at Paleis Noordeinde for 28 outstanding Dutch citizens. According to RVD, each of the guests has recently received an award, medal, or prize in the sectors of sports, media, art, and culture. Their Majesties wanted to, quote, honor and express their appreciation for people who have achieved a special achievement by offering a lunch of excellence. This time, the guests included world champions in free running, open water swimming, yay, and cyclocross, winners of the Young Captain Award, the Cultural Fund Fashion Stipend, and the International Emmy Award, and the European Science Journalist of the year. End quote. And finally, in Oslo, His Majesty King Harald V of Norway and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway held an audience this afternoon with His Majesty King Letsie III of Lesotho at the Royal Palace. The purpose of the King's visit to Norway is to learn more about the Nordic green transition and solutions, as well as to, quote, seek support for a fund for renewable energy. There is also interest in using wind and hydro turbines from the Nordics. In Norway, King Letsie will have meetings with, among others, the Norwegian African Business Association and NHO. End quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, June 26th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment below, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.